Tell me, man. Tell me, what's up, man? How was it? Go into the details and things like that. I really don't know much, man. I
That's
just
right. That's right.
know, I know about when you had that one client in you know.
Yeah.
Actually, we spoke even after that once. Yeah. After the podcast conference that you had with other people, and you said that you put your client a little bit on the side and stuff like that. So what happened after that time?
Man, you know, hard to explain, man. I think what happened that last time was, so I had him as a client, right? And by the way, my contract with him just ended like 2 days ago. Right.
Oh, okay.
But started with him, and it
Okay,
was,
nice.
huh?
I mean,
What's up?
yeah, are we still on?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Nothing.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes. Okay. Yes, I am.
Okay.
But
yeah,
yeah.
So, as you know, so Brendan's like, he's done some very high profile things, but he has only impacted a couple people's lives. You know what I mean? So when we went to do this project, to build this community thing, I think it was going to require a lot of him getting involved in the group, and he's just a really, really busy guy, right? And I don't think he really wanted to. Like, I think he's a guy that people aren't really joining to be his friend as much as just to learn the information from him, right? So people would get in and then see that it was a slow roll of information, and they couldn't make everything, and it was a lot of information, and people would opt out quickly. Now, we took his previous subscription from like an 80% churn rate to like a 10% churn rate, but that wasn't really good enough for him. So then we changed the model to be like a high paid, like a class that people buy, and then you opt into this group, right? And in doing that, my role wasn't as important anymore. So I think it was a good decision for him. Now, the other thing that happened was, through him, I met a bunch of other people, right? And one of those people ended up being my second client, which is this lady, Bridget Mayer, that's still my client right now. And she's actually releasing her book today. And she was the opposite, right? Like, she was somebody who, person to person, had done a lot, right? Like, she's got a whole community of artists that she's helped in Philadelphia, and but she had very little online presence, right? So when we first started Brendan's group, like, the first call was like one person on it, and even right now there's like 100 people in that group, and like 10-20 people show up for a call. With Bridget, within a week we had like 300 people in the group, and the first call had like 90 people on it, and our calls average like 60 to 90 people. So, I started thinking that this product, like what I'm doing for people, is much more functional for someone who, it doesn't work as well for someone who's internet famous to try to then get person to person valuable, as much as it works for someone who's very person to person valuable, but isn't internet famous at all. So then I just, started changing and then I started realizing that the biggest pain point for people to grow like an online community and grow an online following is the production of content and not knowing what it is. So instead of seeing what my product is as this like, recurring revenue model, what I'm selling it is more as a content production machine, so that you can be omnipresent everywhere, and you're making all this different content, you're providing all this different value made from the people that you've already helped, and now you can put it on the internet and it gets a lot more attention, right? So like, now Bridget's group has like almost 900 people in it. For every call that we have, we make like 5 to 6 really good pieces of content out of it that she puts on social medias, and there's ways to promote it, and like the email list to nurture and whatever. So once I got her as a client and I was able to compare her and Brendan, I realized, man, the people I need to be going for are more people like Bridget, more so than people like Brendan, right? Like, less influencer and more, person of influence. So
yeah.
So that dialogue has been really powerful for me, right? Like so now I know that my core customer is, a business owner who realizes that they don't have enough online presence and they need to make content to make that happen. But when they started trying to make content to make it happen, they were spending way too much time thinking about like what content to make, right? That's the pain. That's the pain point that I solve. So now that I can walk in through that psychology, it's much easier.
I understand, man. So through this process, you actually found out more about who could be your ideal client and who can you help more and stuff like that.
Correct.
What about then? And then did you get another few clients after that?
Yeah. So, so the other thing that hit me was I started putting out my like networking supercharger tips that I had produced. And then when people started seeing my content, they started coming to me. Right. So like I had two friends of mine that I've been friends with for like a year and like 2 years, that have companies that needed some advice on content creation, started paying me, they're paying me monthly for just advice on content. Right. So like I do a couple of calls a month and I'm like helping them out with their communications and their content and their strategy and whatever. And then a big local company here who's a real estate investment fund, that I had met the CEO like 5 months ago. And I was talking to him about this whole like community creation for business development thing. He thought it was interesting, but he was like, I know that we need to make content. We're going to start making some content. So we're familiar with it. And we're going to go from there. I was like, cool, man, whatever. So run into him again. And I'm like, hey, how'd the content production go? And it was this conversation that I just had. He's like, dude, it was just so much work. I don't know if it paid off or whatever. I was like, oh man, well, I know how to, if you know that you got to make content, like I have the solution for you. And he became a $6,500 a month contract because they're local here. So I brought in a production team. We're doing this. We're like legit producing the content, not just a Zoom call, and then legit distributing it for him.
Nice. This is even better.
Yeah. So like, so that's been a big one, right? So like I have him, that's $6,500 a month. I have Bridget, that's $2,500 a month. I have this Rabbit, that's $1,000 a month. I have Produxa, that's paying me like $1,500 a month. And then I'm bringing on Monday, I have a new client that's this like spiritual guru. That's like, the spiritual guru that other spiritual gurus go to. And she has a huge following. Like every time she has an event, it sells out within like a half an hour, but she has zero online presence and no strategy for it. So for her, I'm just like, dude, this is going to fucking smash for you, cause like, she's like she is that Bridget model, but with really, really big influence. Like she had in my like discovery call with her, she was telling me like she has a call from like Ariana Huffington that she hasn't returned because she's just like, I don't know what I'm going to talk to Ariana Huffington about. And I'm like, okay, perfect, dude. We can make that happen. So like, so yeah, man. So that's been the arc, man. It's been like 3 big clients that hit and 2 small clients that I've gotten that have all come from the combination of number one, me starting to put out my own content. And the realization that the pain point that I'm solving, while my vision is community creation, my actual product is a content machine, not so much a community.
Okay, good points, man. Good points. Yeah, so now I got the background on what is happening. Few questions maybe. So let me think about this. How much time are you spending monthly, daily to run the projects for these clients, or you will be spending? How busy you're going to be?
I should be spending about 5 hours a week per client. Is kind of where I should be if I'm efficient. Right now because I'm doing so my process, right? All of these clients have a weekly present interview or presentation or webinar with Q&A that happens, right? That we host online. And out of that presentation, I grab it, I write out timestamps for it for the subjects. Then I write an email that summarizes the lessons learned in it, right? So then I post the video inside the group with the timestamps. Then I write out an email that summarizes like the best, most like practical standpoints from it, that then turns into a blog. And then I edit out like 3 to 6 videos out of that video.
Okay,
right?
good,
Right
good,
now,
good. I understand this all. Okay, so look, the question here is, you will be okay to do this on your own, everything, okay? Do you think you will be overwhelmed or not?
Yeah, no, I do think I will be overwhelmed, right? Like I'm already trying to scale underneath.
Because look what's happening. Okay, now you actually found out. Okay, something that works. Okay, you build a community. You are production for the content for those people, right? For your clients. Okay. So what I'm sensing, okay, is that you are onto something. You can be on something huge, because I don't know anybody that's doing the same thing that you are doing. Okay, actually. You build a community for somebody, and you extract the content out of them, and you connect their group of people. You build a mastermind for them. Okay, so my point here is that look, you will not be able to be one-man band for all of this in the future, okay? Especially
Correct.
because your stuff is so scalable, okay? I mean, from my perspective, okay, you can easily build business around it, okay? And now you have 6 clients or whatever, you could have, man, a lot of clients, okay? And if you could get support regarding to this administrative stuff, or writing the emails, extracting the email content or whatever of the sessions, any girl can do this, any assistant can do this stuff, all right? So whatever we are saying right now, okay, now you went through this process of finding which product works for you, okay? And of course you will make it better and stuff, but we will be able to aim to scale this thing up, okay, somehow, okay? I mean, I don't want to pressure or push right now too much, okay? But
no, I'm in. That's what I'm here for, bro.
But yeah, because this is important, okay? Because look, what you need to know, what I'm learning in my life right now, okay, and in my business, okay? If I was discovering what's my ideal product for a long time as well, okay? So what I do very well now is, sorry, this is my brother. We are working on some project, but anyway, so. What I'm doing for my clients right now very well is I generate leads for them, telephone numbers from Facebook ads, okay? And then I help them to convert these telephones into clients through a sales process over the phone, okay? So I became really good on the phone, and I really well understand how to sell something to somebody, okay? Because I created beautiful systems here, okay, of what do you say first of all on the phone, how do you pitch somebody, how do you qualify them, ask the right questions, and then you offer them the solution, and then you close or whatever. So I'm telling you this right now, that I have become pretty solid businessman here, okay? Because it is all based on, of course, sales, and then you can fulfill these sales and stuff like that, okay? But for me, what I found out right now is that I need to push myself to even higher limits, so I'm more productive every day. I do more sales every day, more meetings every day, so I can increase the production, and then I'm going to fulfill these tasks with my teammates, okay? Outsource all this work, okay? But and during when I'm just telling you this with one purpose, so you can have background on me and where I'm going and what can we do in the future anyway. So one more thing, okay? Look, I generate the leads for my clients, and because they are not good sales people on the phone, okay? I can either consult with them, how can they become great on the phone and sell to those leads, or I can do, or my team can do this for them, okay? And we just take the commission of us calling their leads. So I'm going to build a sales team, call center, yeah, as well, okay, and things like that. And I'm going to be leading all of this. So that's what I'm saying to you right now is locally, okay, like my local business, okay. Mm-hmm. But because I found out how to do sales greatly and how to do the lead generation through a specific Facebook lead generation campaign process very well, with all these, I have this found out what is my premium life's product, okay? Because that was I was seeking for a long time, and how can I scale this and duplicate on many other people? And also with my local stuff, my local business, I found out who is my ideal client, okay? My ideal client is not anymore a restaurant or these kind of businesses that I can hardly help to very well with my product. But my client, ideal client now is somebody who is a consultant or a personal trainer or somebody who is teaching other people, okay? So he's a coach or, somebody who does the services to other physical bodies or to, I don't know, maybe companies, but doesn't matter. Because this is so important, because with this foundation, I can help you as well, okay? Mm-hmm. Because in your case, okay, if you have a great product right now, which you found out, okay, we can get you even more clients, okay? And we can scale, we can support you getting more clients also with building a team around it. Because look, sorry, do you have any sub questions, or I just continue? I got some more to say.
Keep going, bro. You're good.
So look, let me be direct and tell you what's happening, okay? During these last 2 weeks of holiday, when everybody took holiday with their family, Christmas and New Year and all this stuff, okay? Mm-hmm. Of course, I took some of the holiday as well with my family, but for those 2 weeks, I took break of my local business sales, but I finalized building of my premium life platform and the complete business model, okay? So why I'm saying this to you is that I created 4 programs, okay, which I already had the foundation before, okay? Mm-hmm. So I'm giving you all this information so you will understand how can I suggest to you what you can do in your business and life, okay? So the point is that the first program is a personal growth program anyway, okay? So somebody needs to be, I found this on my own, okay? If somebody is not personally stable, he or she cannot run great business, okay? Because personal problems cannot be transferred into the business side of somebody's life, okay? So if somebody is not personally established, if somebody doesn't know how to communicate or becomes too emotional or whatever, he cannot interact with great business owners, okay? So I'm telling you this because if you want to be participating in the business world, you got to be strong, very strong, personally disciplined and all this stuff. Yeah. So the first, don't worry, I'm talking too much about this, but
that's okay.
The first program is personal growth program. The second program is business growth program. Okay, so somebody needs to have a great business foundation and needs to know who is his or her ideal client, which problem does he or she solve to that client, how does it that person solve the problem? Okay, what's your offer on that? And then you need to know how to market to those people to generate, to have some blah, 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 people to solve that problem too and to sell to them, okay? So that's the business program, how to sell your services and be profitable with doing that, okay? To be able to live from this business and survive from it, okay? So that was the second program. The third program is the online program, because you want to generate more and more leads from the internet to support your business, okay? So, because with the internet, what I have learned is you can freaking boost your business easily, okay? So that's the third program. It's an online program. And then I created the fourth program for those people who actually don't have their own business ideas yet, okay? Like you got your community building and some other people are already like coaches or whatever they are, or they run this and that business. But some people, they might not have their business idea yet, which means that they can join to our leadership program and lead other people through the first 3 programs, and with that become leaders and business consultants of the premium life, okay? And all of these 4 programs that I have counted to you right now, I got 8 steps for each that somebody needs to go through to build to fill in the worksheet and have great vision for their personal business life, online brand, and to become leader if they want to, okay? So I'm about to launch this community now, all right? And I'm finding out that my ideal clients that are coming to me, I had like 2 personal coaches, and the other one is in MLM, and the 4th one is in MLM as well, whatever they are into. They came to me because they want me to generate leads for them, okay? Because they don't know how to sell to people around. They don't have enough leads, okay? But all of these people, they need support on long-term basis. So if I put them into my 2 weekly meetings for business growth and online growth or whatever, okay, we can hold each other accountable as we already practiced like long time ago, me and Jeremy and you, of course, and we already tested that part of my idea. So I am about to, of course, build a community of us who can help each other and hold each other accountable and share the ideas and grow together, okay? And with that, each of the individuals needs to grow personally, grow their business, generate more leads, have better online recognition, brand awareness, and all this stuff, okay? So just, Pablo, I wanted to give you my
I like it. No, I want to hear what you're doing.
Like what's happening in my mind, in my life, and so on, okay? And for everything that I just shared you regarding to my business, it's all processed and systemized out, okay? I exactly know how to get leads for me right now. I just set up a Facebook ad and I will generate leads. And because I've proven this process, okay, it works amazingly. Look, Pablo, I can generate to you leads for your community building right now because I have developed and practiced the creation of that freaking ad on Facebook. You can get telephone numbers for new qualified leads anytime, okay? Just telling you, okay? If you are ready to, if your product is ready to serve them, okay, and so on. So the good thing is that I can help any coach, any consultant, okay, I can help them, okay. They, of course, know how to help other people and coach them on the depression and personal problems and I don't know what every other consultant is doing. Of course, they know what they're doing, but they lack being good in business growth, sales, generating leads for themselves, okay, this kind of side of their business, they are not that good at, okay? So that's where we come kind of in, okay? And when we lift everybody up and they network, help each other, they, of course, work for each other as well, and so on. So give me your sub-question and then I can tell you what is my vision for your business as well, okay?
No, I'm good, man. I get what you're saying.
Yeah. So if we actually found out now what's your product, okay, and that it works pretty well, I can, of course, help you to maybe systemize those processes a little bit more in your business. So it's going to be even easier in your life in the future. I mean, it's all good right now. But if we can set with you a new goal, and if my new business foundation will not fall down, okay, because I will need to bring some consistency with me launching this project and all these things, okay. If I won't break and I can support you or whoever else, we can go for something really huge, okay, because I have an idea how can you scale your business. Like you are on 6 clients, now we can get to 12 or 18 or whatever. If you can build a team around it and you can lead your business and so on, okay? Because look, man, I just described you the perfect foundation that I have for you or for anybody, kind of, and we are good friends, okay? And I don't have many American friends like you are, and you reached out to me again at the right time, okay? I don't have this network right yet because I didn't start reaching out to people right yet, okay? But I'm just here to like go and, man, hit that button which I was always seeking for. So that's the point, man. I have created a system through these 3-4 programs that somebody goes through, okay, me and you together, we are already in the business program. We already talked about a lot of your business, and we can improve it a little bit more. But now if we can generate qualified leads, and I can do that for your community creation product and content creation product, you can get to your next goal, which is 10 clients or 12 or 13, and then we will need to bring new supporters that work with you for you, if that's your goal, you know.
Yeah, totally. That's 100% my goal, bro.
I mean, because look, in my life, I'm freaking tired of like average lifestyle and the people who can I actually help to get new leads and all this stuff, but they don't have $300 to kind of pay for me setting up the campaign for them. Because look, I'm here in Europe, in second great country, you know. I'm like, if I can go through this, man, I'm going to kill it when I come to the great opportunities, because
I agree.
It requires a lot of patience and discipline from me to be breaking through, you know. So
yeah, I agree, bro. Listen, man, you know that I very much believe in you, man. Like I want to, you know, I got on this call, like I reached out to you, like, cause I want to figure out how we can keep, you know, doing what we're doing. I think both of us met each other at the right time. We put some time into building our relationship. We added value to each other's life, and then separated and kind of like grinded and built up to the point where we can now come back together, man. So like, I'm in, bro, you know.
Because
with what you're talking about right now, right? Like, so the exact inflection point that I'm in right now is I have this, like I just had my $6,500 a month client that just started with me, paying me 3 months in advance right before the year ended, right? So I've got like 30 G's in the bank right now, right? And I have, you know, out of those 30 G's, I have in that $6,500 a month contract, you know, 48.50 I'm already paying to subcontractors, right? Like I have to pay the production team that's going to come produce the distribution. I have a project manager for that project so that she's on top of things, you know, setting, you know, making sure stuff doesn't fall through the cracks, because that's not my specialty. And I have also brought in a virtual assistant, video editor, graphic designer, and a sound engineer that's helping me right now on my side produce content, right? So, and I've booked my next 3 conferences that I'm going to go to, right? Beautiful. So I'm like, you know, I'm right now, like right before we were talking, you know, I was just kind of writing down my like recurring costs, my recurring revenues, and some one-time costs that I'm considering, right? Like I'm considering bringing somebody in to help me set up my CRM, right? Like I don't have.
Come on, man. Are you kidding me, man? I'm really good with. I set up many CRMs for me and for my clients, because, man, I'm generating freaking leads from Facebook ads directly into the CRM, man, and it works perfectly, and I'm using it all the time, man. And
man. So I'm in. Yeah.
I'm just telling you, man, I have discovered all these perfect systems that somebody needs to be using, and all this CRM is connected also to email marketing tool like MailChimp or whatever, and all this is getting to be connected, and things like that, man. You need to be using CRM for your business. I'm using it on my own, man. I
have zero CRM right now, and my biggest obstacle, Primoz, right now is that I have fucking stacks of business cards that I just haven't organized.
Look, man, you need CRM, man. Look, man, I forgot who I talked to yesterday and what's his name and who I need to follow up. But when I look into my CRM, it's all there. I just scroll through. I check what I've wrote. What did I talk with them about? When do I need to reach out to them again? Man, I'm organized, man. I don't even need to care what's their name right now. Yeah. And all of that stuff that we are talking right now, I have put into my these 4 programs, because I want the system to be like here, you know, not in my mind, but there in front of me and us, so we can follow. Okay, so the CRM is one part of, you know, things like that. Like,
Yeah, you're breaking up a little bit.
So we need to work on all of this. Like I didn't talk. I was quiet, man.
Yeah, man. No, you broke up a little bit there, but I got everything you said.
Yeah, nothing important. Yeah.
No, I got it, man. So yeah, man, I gotta set all that stuff up, right? And I wanted to have what I really want to come away from this call is to have like a clear vision, kind of like when we sat down and did our first one, right? Like that had me through the end of this year, getting to exactly where I am right now. I wanted to set that up for next year, have a clear vision, and then have a document that I can use to help myself make decisions.
Good. So,
and then I'm ready to pull the trigger, right? Like I got cash in the bank to do it. I just need to. I don't want to keep spending without having a clear plan, and I wanted to do that with you.
Yeah, good, man. You need to have a plan because you cannot lose this opportunity of having this much money and this kind of things. So, good. So we will need to. How do you say beautify it? How do you make it? I made it more beautiful.
Beautified it.
Beautified it. I beautified all of my worksheets. Okay, the business program worksheet. Okay, that's the worksheet that can hold your vision with your goal. Who's your ideal client? What's your product for them? And then what's kind of this sales process? That's not that important. But at the right top is financial plan. All right. So we already went through this that time, but that was the old worksheet. So
okay.
That can hold our vision together, and then we just fill in what is missing, what else is missing, So tell me this now, okay? So how are we gonna do this? Okay, I mean, look, I will again. You don't need to be part of it or whatever. But when I start this group that is meeting together, okay, look. With each of the individual, I can have one-on-one sessions as well because that's part of my program. Okay, I'm still giving you just information. Okay, not concluding or whatever. So, with which each individual of my group can have an opportunity to have consulting sessions with the leader. Okay, in our case, that's me if I'm the leader of this group. Okay, or whatever. But that doesn't really matter that much. But I need to bring this project to life, and you need to bring your community building to the next level. Okay. So in this future, when I launch this, I'm going to ask you to give me referrals. All right, because I will need those that you refer to me to put into my system, and I need to discover if they qualify that I can help them either to grow their business or help them to generate more leads for their business and so on. Okay, so I
can definitely bring you lead referrals, man. Like I can definitely bring you, especially if you can make, like, for example, my client Bridget right now, she just contracted a Facebook ads person to like try to drive people into her Facebook group. And she's about to she's about to launch an online course. Like, Facebook ads, I can definitely drive referrals to because my system works as long as you're bringing in eyeballs to like, my thing is a nurture thing, right? So like I need the top end of the funnel to bring in.
Because I'm doing this locally pretty well with, I'm approving some of my strategies. Okay. I mean, for example, I generated for one of my clients she's she's got a school of life, which is a semester. I don't know how to say this word, semester, whatever. It's like
it's on the second syllable, semester.
Semester. Whatever.
You got it, bro. You got it. Say it. You got it, bro. Semester.
Yeah. Semester. Whatever.
There you go. Perfect.
It's $600 semester or whatever.
Perfect.
So we generated 32 leads for her. And I need to phone call all of these leads now to get them to a free session before they sign up for $600 of semester, whatever. Okay. So as you can see, I generated for her 32 or 35 leads. Okay, that we can through the sales process put into her program. Okay. And if this is happening locally for the American US market, which I really want to participate to, I'm a little bit far right now because I cannot pick up the regular phone. Okay, but of course I can do WhatsApp. okay, or I can do the discovery calls, which is still amazing, okay. I can do the Zoom calls, which is still amazing, okay. But I cannot like call their leads for them right yet, okay. But I can generate for them leads like easily, okay, because I found out the best strategy, and I did it 5, 6, 7, 8 times now for my clients, and it always worked. So I can help many business owners, okay. They just don't know that yet because they don't know me.
Yeah. Listen, man, I've realized that I'm a good top end of funnel attraction to stuff, right? Like I'm already referring, like the clients that I'm bringing in are always asking me for other stuff, and I really I want to stay in my lane. Like I like to be the hype guy, right? Like I like to be the person that makes them feel that they're good and they're interesting and whatever. And we make content around that, and everything else I'm trying to outsource, man. So, I see a role for you fitting nicely into everything that I'm offering.
Yeah, because for me, from my side, all works simply, all right? I got already a process of when I get a new lead, whatever, when I get somebody, and when I get that person on the call, I got a system of what I can do with them or what I cannot do with them from that point on, because I have strategized everything, okay?
Yeah.
So when I get somebody on the discovery call, I qualify them, and then I propose my offer and find out how can we collaborate. And then, of course, the deal is closed or the deal is not closed, whatever is the right thing. And I built from there. I mean, I built really great systems. So just letting you know, okay.
Cool.
It was a long 7 months journey. So that's it. We are good to like progress now. Okay. So
cool.
what should we do now? Okay. I offer you like, let's do a strategy session for your business. So we create a nice vision for 220 because it's January or whatever.
Yeah.
And when we do that strategy session, I'm going to try to fit you in my accountability process as well, because I want to interact with you more often in this journey than in the past journey, where when I, of course, left you on your own, I couldn't manage it anyway, but you did it greatly yourself.
Yeah.
Because that's going to help me to interact with the English speaking market and build it for myself and so on, so
Primoz, what I had in mind that I think could help you, man, is if you and me can go over that last sheet that we did together and videotape it, and I'll be like, yeah, man, so this happened, and I explain how while we're going through it, I explain how everything came to be, and it came to be because we did that process. And then we go on to the next one, you know what I'm saying? And then we're like review last year's, and we can see like where we were right and where we were wrong. And by the way, we're going to be right on all of it, basically, and then go into 2020 and talk about, okay, so this is the goal for 2020, and record that. I think that becomes really good material.
Testimonial.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what we're going to do is, first of all, we're going to offline. We are going to complete that one worksheet for the next year's vision, business program worksheet. Just that we have a fresh plan, and this is going to take us 20 minutes. It's not extensive anymore. It's so simple now.
I like it.
That's the first thing, and then we can record that call. During the recording new call, we are going to review the past year. We're going to have discussion like this, and we're going to plan. Just check what's on that plan that we just did, okay, and describe what's the vision, the goals for this next kind of year. Not year, but
year, bro.
Next
year.
Yeah.